What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. It was hump day, and we are over the hump, and we had all kinds of stuff happening today. Today, temperatures hit about 98, 99 degrees. And we got some thunderstorms and some much needed rain. I know some of you guys in the plains and in Texas and stuff have been getting like tons and tons of rain. Unlike usual for here, we've been literally drying up. And so the rain is definitely much needed here. Spread that rain that's up there in the Midwest and stuff. Send some of that to the Hoover Dam and all that, because they could definitely use some more water in the Great Lakes. Excuse me, in the Lake Mead and Lake Powell. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep good tonight here in the rain on the metal roof and stuff. But we found out we've got the Cowboys practice schedule. We talking about practice, not the game. We talking about the practice. We are looking at going out the week of the 5th, being there because the Rams will be practicing with the Cowboys. The Cowboys will have a preseason game, and we will be there covering practice and talking with Dan Salio. Dan is looking at being up there. We're broadcasting and has an invitation to Philly 500. That's right, Philly 500 to come on down as well. So I doubt that Philly 500, as much as he says I'm always chickening out on things, I dare say that that's actually Philly 500 who is the one that kind of chickens out. His whole thing, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. It's like, wait a minute. Do you wear the pants in your house? Do you wear the pants in your house? Are you a grown-ass man? You mean we'll see, we'll see? You just can't decide? Come on now. Come on now. Don't be chicken shit. Here's the thing that's kind of funny to me. It's so crazy how people talk out of both sides right now. And I want to say it's kind of crazy because when there's bad news about Dak Prescott, oh my God, or the Cowboys, oh my God, it is everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. TMZ's covering and stuff. Because I remember when the first day of free agency, the story about the Dak Prescott lawsuit came through late that evening. Mike Furio had said, even though there was all these movements and stuff, and even though it was late in the evening when it happened, that was the biggest story that they had, the biggest thing that was talked about. Well, here's what's crazy. We've been seeing the original case in Dallas County, I believe it was, being dismissed. Nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about it. Not for days. Oh no, let me correct myself. Shout out to Dak Attack, because Dak Attack was the first one talking about it. For days. For days. It was good news. Then of course we heard, well, the case is going to be refiled in Collins County because it's more convenient. I've never heard of a case that was being moved because it was more convenient. But be that as it may, that one was dismissed as well. Along with the police looking and saying, there's no there. And that's it. It's done. And hardly anybody is bringing out that good news. Now, in bad news, or news that you maybe hadn't had proof of, but you kind of felt like this is true, that Jerry Jones wanted to go all in. He wanted to try and get this winner, get this Super Bowl and things, go out there and sign some more free agents. But his badass kid, Stephen Jones, decided, you know what? We're not going to overpay for players. We're not going to be doing this all-in thing. We believe in being cap frugal. Now, There's an old saying out there, penny wise and pound foolish. Penny wise and pound foolish. Because people go through and they'll nickel and dime here on the little stuff, but then they'll mess around with the big stuff and spend money. Case in point, Stephen Jones is so worried about overpaying a free agent, right? Let me ask you this, Stephen, if I may. Would we have been better off, instead of signing Michael Galla after he had an ACL injury? Now, let me preface it this now. Understand, Michael Galla, amazing sophomore season. Next year, dropped down to 800 yards. Next year, 400-some yards. 400-some yards. And then decide, after the 800 and 400-yard one, and tearing his ACL, we let go trade Amari Cooper from 5th round pick, and we let go Cedric Wilson, and we pay Michael Gallup. So what happened to believing in your own guys? Wasn't Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson your own guys? Oh, you let those healthy guys go, but then you sign Michael Gallup to $11 million a year? Yeah, and we got less than 1,000 yards in the 2 years. And left about $13 million in debt money. So when you talk about overpaying, maybe it might have been better had you went out and gotten a healthy wide receiver as a free agent for, say, 2 years and not have paid all the money you did to Michael Gallup. I know I'm not a capologist and I don't have the experience, but it just seems like to me, at least from where I'm standing, that was kind of a waste of money, and we could go through on a lot of different moves that you've done. That, waiting to get Dak Prescott. You could have gotten that done last year. Could have gotten it done last year. Save money on this year. Nope. CeeDee Lamb decided to wait till after Justin Jefferson. So I hate to call bullshit, but sorry, this whole, we're cap frugal and this, that, and the other, and, we believe in our own guys. Shout out to you for finding Dak, CD, and Zach Martin, and Tyler Smith, and Micah Parsons. That's great work. But what you fail to do is have somebody who understands how to make contracts. And if you did, then maybe you'd have a little bit of money to take a few risks on some of those free agents. But again, what do I know? I hate that we don't seem to be really trying to get over the hump and get a couple of players, especially when we have none on the roster like linebacker. But, everybody's talking all the, Dak Prescott and CD, they're not going to sign. We're going to blow up. They blow it up, fine, blow it up. At least we can say they're trying to do something different. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this year. And I'm betting when the dust clears, when the dust clears, Cowboys are going to be there. You can call me crazy. Cowboys are going to be there. Program note, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, going to do a little short stream with my man, Jay Tuck. What's crazy is, I call this the Wild Wild West now, YouTube. And as much as the experts and the big people that are now having to come to YouTube because nobody's buying magazines or people aren't listening to the radio as much anymore or not reading newspapers, that the new medium is like YouTube things. I've got YouTube TV, it's amazing. And it seems like every couple of months there's something else that needs to be added on to it. that by the time it's all said and done, it'll probably cost as much as cable did. But be that as it may, what's funny is how they don't want to give YouTubers credit for things. And here's what's funny is, I've known Law since 2016 and Vosh. And when we were here, and Cop Fizzle was there, because Lord knows he was there from the beginning. Be that as it may. When it was basically Shango, and Shango's beginning to wind down, me, Vosh, and Law Nation. Cowboys didn't even have a YouTube channel at that point. Law and Vosh were the first ones that were doing film breakdown. And then you started seeing Brian Bildinger doing it. And that's where you've gotten more of that content. Now, for years, that YouTubers have been breaking this stuff down. And it was funny because Jay Tuck sent me a clip of a film breakdown of one of the UFL players. He thought it, at first when he saw it, he thought it was a new YouTuber that was doing it. Turns out it's the Dallas Cowboys that are now doing the film breakdown. And it's amazing how many things have started out on YouTube from your mama's basement, from guys that don't have a journalism degree and aren't beat writers and things for teams, but get taken from those YouTube guys and then brought to the other ones. Just saying. Need a little bit of water here. But it's always good, people. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And remember, tell the people you love how much you love them. You might not get the chance again, and I love you guys. God willing, we'll all see each other tomorrow. Peace out.